Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're continuing with top 5 scenes of every season. We're talking about top 5 seeds of Ninjago Season 2, Legacy of the Green Ninja. So yeah, we'll get started, and as usual, we'll be going through 5 seeds, and in this video I've also included an honorable mention as well. So yeah, let's get started. A quick little honorable mention I have is the ending of the Celestial Clock's countdown, and thus the official beginning of the final battle. The scene was short, but it was definitely very ominous, and the soundtrack in this scene, a rendition of the Overlord's theme, was just amazing. I love the different perspectives as well, such as the Stone Army rushing forward to intimidate and chase off the ninja, as well as Garmadon and the Overlord watching the Horns of Destruction and the beams of light of the Celestial Clock being cast and creating Garmatron. This scene again is just very chilling and very scary as well, and it is a great beginning to what followed. In 5th place, the scene from episode 22, The Last Voyage, is a scene where Zane asks his father, Dr. Julian, to remove his memory switch, and just some of the dialogue that follows afterwards is just very charming and heartwarming, and really just reminds you of the incredible relationship between Zane and his father. Pretty much in this scene, Zane asks for his memory switch to be removed, as he never wants to be separated from Dr. Julian again, and he happens to like his life, as he says. So yeah, this scene is just very charming, and it shows how far Zane has come and how much of a relationship that Zane has developed with his father, even though he doesn't remember, or he does remember it, but even though he hasn't seen his father in ages. And what follows afterwards is also very sweet as well, with Dr. Julian hugging his son and saying that they'll always be together and that nothing will ever separate them again. So yeah, it's just a very, very heartwarming scene that really does remind you of this amazing and very sweet relationship between the two characters. In 4th place, we have the Temple of Light scene from episode 23. This is pretty much the scene where Lloyd is in that Pillar of Light and the 4 ninja get their new suits and elemental blades as well. The scoring, again, for this soundtrack is just incredible. It really does feel like Ninjago at its prime. It just gives you that very powerful feel and the legend feel, that the kind of mythologic feel that the Ninjago has always had. And this scene is also really cool because ninja have really not had powers for a long time. It's been about 10 episodes since they had their golden weapons stolen from them, and they were pretty weak for this entire period. Having them get these new blades and new amazing looking suits, my favorite suits of the entire series, it's just awesome to see this actually unfold. And even the ninja casting their powers at Lloyd at the end is just an amazing scene. This scene is very iconic as well, because it really did set up what would come later with Lloyd and the Ultimate Spinjitzu Master storyline. I absolutely love both parts of the final battle, and in 3rd place we have the first part of the final battle that takes place on the Dark Island in episode 25 between an Overlord-possessed Garmadon and Lloyd. This battle was amazing because we really did feel very depressed following the end of the battle, in which Lloyd is just annihilated. His arm is broken, everything really does seem lost. The battle itself was done very nicely for the most part too. Again, Season 2 has some of the best soundtracks, the best scoring of the series. It's just very mythical sounding, very kind of epic sounding. There's no other real way to put it. And it's just an amazing season for scoring. The fight itself is awesome because we actually see the Overlord at his full power, whereas throughout the rest of the season we had just seen him as this weird floating blob thing. And knowing that the Overlord is much more than that was very nice as well. This scene was also kind of scary as the Overlord pretty much possesses Garmadon. We even see fingers and toes, which is pretty scary, am I right? So yeah, and even the part of the battle where Lloyd tries to speak through to Garmadon, and Garmadon tries to fight it, but eventually fails. So yeah, this scene was just a great power struggle between the two. And in the runner-up position, I have the scenes from episode 26, the very ending scenes of the series, including Garmadon's Purification, the family reunion between Garmadon and his family members, and just the closing scene of Ninjago with the ninja looking up to the sun. First, starting off with Garmadon's Purification, this scene was definitely a great scene as we finally see that after years of struggle with Garmadon, it all comes to a peaceful end, and the family can finally settle down and go home and be happy together. But more importantly, I want to talk about the closing scenes with Kai and telling Wu that there will always be a need for a ninja. This in particular is what I love about this. Is particularly is why this is up here in 2nd place. This really is the Kai that I love, and it's really a shame that he's just not like this anymore after Season 8. I really loved Kai's motivational speech, and just shows how far Kai has come as a character since refusing to become a ninja in the pilots. And even him looking up to the sun and everyone looking up to the sun is a great reminder that Ninjago has had a happy ending and that good times are ahead. But at the same time, it definitely leaves the door open to future possibilities, which is exactly what Ninjago took advantage of when the series returned for Rebooted. All in all, this really was the perfect ending. And of course, in first place, I had the final battle of episode 26, which is not only my favorite scene of the season, but my favorite scene of the series as a whole as well. This is also my favorite episode and favorite battle of the series too. So yeah, I really do love this scene. It is just perfect. It has some of the best scoring, and I feel like I think I'm saying this for the fourth time now, some of the best scoring in the entire series, and it is just an epic clash between good and evil, and it's also a reminder that evil will always be there despite the victory. This scene is amazing as Lloyd's true potential is just awesome. I just really love the Overlord as a dragon as well, and I felt that was very cool, the whole dragon versus dragon battle with the Golden Dragon and the Overlord as well. The fight is pretty short, but some of the choreography is really cool as well, such as the dragons fighting each other and kind of spinning around the Garmadon building, as well as Lloyd just coming up to fight the Overlord. This is the Lloyd that I really do love. The Lloyd who, despite a broken leg and being so much smaller and at a disadvantage than the Overlord, still challenged the Overlord and still was ready to actually fight him. This is just why I love this scene. It really speaks to how brave and noble Lloyd is, and thankfully Lloyd does get a significant advantage after unlocking his true potential. And even that is just awesome, and it was great timing for this as well. All in all, this is just a spectacular scene. So that is going to be all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share with everyone you know, and let me know what you guys thought of my rankings, as well as what your top 5 scenes of Ninjago Season 2, Legacy of the Green Ninja, would be. Once again, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.